Oh, look at that chemistry. Regretting You. I got to admit, I'm late to the Regretting You party. That comes in at 28% on the tomato meter, 85 by the audience. Critics blasted this one, but the people who saw it enjoyed it. This comes from the book, Regretting You. Now, I never read the book, but I did see the trailers, and I do like Mason Thames and McKenna Grace. I think they're two good stars, and this is a coming of age story and a little bit of romance in there about these two. And then, of course, tragedy strikes their family where the father dies, and we uncover mysteries about the father and how the mother and daughter try to deal with this. The mother's played by the person that was in Megan 2.0, right? Uh, Now, if you're going to compare this to the book, I don't know. I can't do that. But the synopsis of the movie reads: a mother and daughter must grapple with what's left after a devastating accident reveals a shocking betrayal and forces them to confront family secrets, redefine love, and rediscover themselves. Ooh, ooh. But anyway, yeah, just look at them there. I think there are a couple in real life right now, right? Which is whatever. It happens. But uh, I was charmed by this romance going on, and I was like, sold. It really drove the movie home for me. And it was set up in the beginning with Scott Eastwood playing the father, Willa Fitzgerald as the aunt. And Clancy Brown shows up at one point to have some, yes, some very much cookie cutter, or what do they call that? Fortune cookie type of wisdom peppered in there. But overall, it is a little bit hokey at times. Could you say, well, you know, this whole issue of this drama going on would be easily solved if you would just sit down and explain the situation to the next person. But you are locked into what McKenna Grace is doing here as an actress, and she's going to be a big star, guys. She's just got extra gears of this in her. Like, if you don't know, if you've never heard me say that actors have different gears inside them, where it's just kind of like, okay, they're giving the lines, and it seems well, relatable, or it seems like they've sold the lines. But she's got extra gears in here because she's got to emote a range of different emotions: sadness, romance, confusion, frustration, and I gotta say, check it out for McKenna Grace. She makes the movie enjoyable. I don't know how it compares to the book, but yeah, Mason Thames also. Guys, Black Phone. He was in Black Phone, Black Phone 2. He was really good in Black Phone 2, and he was in the live action How to Train Your Dragon. He's having a good year. Regretting You. I'm sorry that I was late to the party. So you can tell now that I'm not going to be as low as the critics here, 28%, 85 by the audience. I'm not going to be as high as the audience score. But we'll come back to the tomato here as I start to fill in some numbers for the score sheet, which is going to be the tale of how this is going to go. Because if you don't know how this works, acting, directing, and story are out of a possible 2 points each. Cinematography and score are out of 1 point. And the acting here, from the ensemble, Dave Franco is good in this. Allison Williams is also pretty decent. But yeah, the standouts are McKenna Grace and Mason Thames. You're watching it for that. And there are a few scenes in here where McKenna Grace does hit a home run. So full 2 points. Directing, pacing, technical aspects, cinematography. It's well shot. Pacing of the story, though, I gotta say, a few times, maybe in the start, it was just a little bit slow to get going. You want to get to that drama maybe a little bit quicker. But overall, I think that I'm going to reserve the right to come back to the directing. I'm going to leave it at 1 for right now. But the story in itself, it's very soap opera kind of template. And I reserve the right to come back to that as well, because no, I'm going to give it 1.5 right now, because there are a couple scenes in here that are payoffs. We know that she's going to have to come to terms with the loss of the father. Both the mother and the daughter will. It's how they reconcile that, and how Dave Franco's character in here also has got some skin in the game. And it's just, I want to see how this plays out, and I hope everybody is going to be okay at the end. And maybe they're not going to be. So, cinematography, it's well shot. Nothing groundbreaking. Score, it's got some pretty interesting needle drops in there. So I'll give that a full point. 1 point for that. You're not going to give it a full point for cinematography. It was okay. All right. Let's go back to the tomato meter and take a look at what people are saying. Whoops, sorry. 28% there. Let's see what the critics from the slate here are saying. Regretting You will aggravate anyone with a low tolerance for watching easily solvable misunderstandings that persist throughout a story, driving unnecessary conflict. Well, I sort of said something like that, but I forgave it. A too long 2 hours. Regretting You is once mild and bumpy, any momentum jolted by basic hits of mourning and uninspired romance. Uninspired? No. I don't think it was uninspired. It's a little bit hokey towards the end when they try to ham it up, or like, but it's okay. I found it was okay. Mechanical delivery and off-timed humor. Maybe. Mark Commode simply says, it's rubbish. Wow. How insightful, Mr. Commode. And he gets paid a lot of money for that, for those 2 words. Boy, what's the world coming to? So somebody who did like it, Regretting You has all the makings of a Hallmark Lifetime classic movie, but is elevated by its lead performances. And that's very good. I was trying to articulate it, but saying that it's like a Hallmark Lifetime type of movie, it is got that feeling of it, but it's elevated because of what McKenna Grace is doing, because of what Allison Williams is doing, Dave Franco, and Mason Thames. I think it's elevated because of that. You will want to watch it because of those performances. That's the way I look at it. Audience reviews. Our generation definitely needs to see this. So many emotions that thank you, Paramount. Cute. I liked it for the most part. Was a little slow feeling it overall, 4 out of 5 stars. So even though some people did say that some of the pacing was a bit slow, they did find it overall enjoyable. They did come out saying I liked it. Good romance movie. The main actors were great in this movie. I love reading Colleen Hoover books. This was a great film. So there's a testament of somebody who liked the books and also liked the movie. It's pretty much done its theatrical run now, guys. I am late to this movie. I was late, but I slipped into a matinee on Cheap Tuesday, and I was like, just pleasantly surprised. Pleasantly surprised. Now, it's not Shakespeare, no doubt about that, but it's got its moments. So let's wrap this up on the score sheet and see where we land with the watchability factor out of 2 points. If anything that I've said has sold you, I hope so. I'd give that a worth watching full point. But when I watch it again for 1.5, for the acting performances, I would recommend it to watch it again in the acting performances. And I think that's where I'm going to sit. 1.5. Oh, sorry, 7.5. 1.5 for watchability, 7.5 overall for Regretting You. What did you guys think? Let me know in the comments below, and we will talk about it. So, if you like this type of thing, guys, we just reviewed the new movie Wicked for Good. That's up on the channel right now. And as well as Now You See Me, Now You Don't. Another really solid effort there at the theater. Hit that thumbs up button, and I'll see you next time right here on Mirror Domains.